Hello, welcome to my home tour. Today I'm showing you a house in Queen Creek, Arizona in the community of Nauvoo Station, which is off of Ocotillo and Crismon, right by the railroad tracks, the heart of Queen Creek. Great location. We're going to take a look at a two-story today. This is a Blanford home. This is one of the first homes built in the community. This community has several builders, including Blanford, VIP Homes, Lennar, Providence, and there's one more. I'll think of it later and I'll tell you. But here we are. It's the front. This is what you see at the front of the house. So this street is right off Ocotillo. There's Ocotillo right there. You can see the Santan Mountains in the back. This home was just freshly painted. So I'll just take you down the side here. Gate. Front yard could use a little something. And why people do this, I do not know. But this is what I call adventures in real estate, because you just never know where you're going to see when you walk in a house. So here's the front room. One thing you want to pay attention to when you're buying a house are the things that are going to cost you money after you move in, because it's already expensive to buy a house. You have your down payment, you have your closing cost, appraisal, inspections. But one of the first things I noticed here, there's no window coverings, and I'm assuming most people, especially with it being off a main street like this, are going to want blinds or curtains or something. Also, just little cosmetic type things. You know, some people don't mind this stuff. Other people are like, yeah, I need to get that fixed right away. Stuff like that, typically a seller is not going to do for you because it is cosmetic. I love when there's storage under the stairs. This one's kind of small compared to other ones I've seen, but this is still really nice because you have a spot to put like your vacuum, your broom, your extra paper towels, like all the stuff you never have a spot for. Why, oh why? Somebody doesn't come clean this or something. The other thing I noticed about this home is just the landscaping. The front yard, I'm sure you'd have to do sooner because it is in an HOA community, but that would be an out-of-pocket expense. And then if you wanted to, you know, give this a little makeover. Oh, Nauvoo Station does have gas, so you'll see a lot of gas appliances. It's always so nice when there's a sink, or sorry, a sink over the window, a window over the sink. Something to look at when you're doing chores, right? So your table would go right under here. So it's kind of a smaller area. I love these doors. I just like when it has something like that instead of just a flat door. It just gives it some character. When outlets don't have covers on it, that will show up on an inspection report. You have your laundry downstairs. You know, there's pros and cons to laundry being upstairs or downstairs. So downstairs, in this case, there's no bedrooms down here. So you're having to lug up, you know, the laundry up and down. The good thing about having it downstairs is if the washer leaked, it's not going to like leak through the ceiling. If it were upstairs, that's always a possibility. A little guest bathroom downstairs, a little half bath. standard 2-car garage. Inspectors will always point out too if there's light coming through the door like that because it needs the seal. Can't even think right now. Weather strip. You know it's been a long day, or I just have realtor mom brain when I can't even think of a word. I don't see fans in the garages very often. If you're new to Queen Creek or to Arizona or the Phoenix area, I always recommend to have a water softener because the water is so hard here. It will damage the appliances and like stain and give you that calcium buildup. So this house, they don't have a water softener, but it is looped for a water softener. That's what that is. So that's a good thing. It makes it a lot easier to put in a water softener. And then you can see that there's settling cracks up here. That is fairly common with age. We do see that. A home inspector, of course, will be able to confirm if it's truly a settling crack or if there was a foundation issue, but usually it's a settling crack. All right, we're gonna go upstairs in case you know, didn't know that already. Kind of a little area you could put like decoration or a little Christmas tree in the corner or something. Got the owner's suite. If you like these videos, if you like these walkthroughs, will you please leave me a comment? I never know who's watching and who likes it. Let me know what you think of the house, of my videos. And as an added bonus, if you could subscribe to my channel, you would make my day. Nice big soaking tub. That is a really long counter. It's like the sinks are right next to each other and then whoop, all this counter space. I like that there's a window in here. It just adds so much more natural light. Nice size master. I like this little nook over here. Could put like furniture or a chair or something. Bedroom. What are your thoughts about power lines? I've had some clients that it's a total deal breaker and other ones that don't care at all. So I'm always just curious what people think. Little walk-in closet. Storage closet. They took the, you know, the thingamajigs on the bottom that hold them. Ah! That's a horrible noise. Upstairs guest bathroom. Here is a prime example of that. Those hard water stains. Just happens. So if you can get a water softener, definitely recommend it. Plus, it makes your skin and your hair really soft too. So this is a really good sized bedroom. It's like you could put a king bed in here. And another walk-in closet. You know, when I see these, I always think back to my childhood closet, you know, just a regular sliding closet. And nowadays, these homes have the best closets. Yeah, like this one. That's what I had growing up. I love these bedroom sizes. That first one was probably the smallest, but the other two, decent size. Not sure what's going on here. Oh man. Yikes. Well, one thing that I'm definitely liking about this house is that the AC feels amazing and nice and cold. That is a good sign. Oh, that's why. Look, it's set at 75. That's pretty cold. All right, you guys ready to go to the backyard? Ready or not, here we go. If you didn't already know this community, Nauvoo Station, they don't have any rental restrictions. So for somebody looking for an investment opportunity to do like an Airbnb or a VRBO, this is a good option because there are no restrictions on how long the rentals have to be. And Queen Creek only has one hotel right now. You know, this backyard really does have potential. That sounded so realtor cliched, didn't it? Potential. No, but it really does. I mean, it's already got the border. Like, you could easily do turf or grass. I think I would build like a gazebo so you have more shade back here. Obviously, a pool would be amazing, but that's not in everybody's budget. Wonder why they built the barbecue on the opposite end, like instead of by the patio. I'm sure there was a reason. I'm really sorry if this video is shaky. I haven't been really paying attention to keeping it steady. I've just been looking around, so my apologies. I'll do better next time, I promise. Still comment, please, and still subscribe to my channel. And by the way, if there's anything you guys ever want to see, like a certain community or a certain style of home, please let me know. I do take special requests. So my biggest takeaways from this house, for anybody who was thinking about buying this, thinking about the out-of-pocket expenses, are just some of the cosmetic repairs that are needed. The window coverings, the front yard landscaping, backyard landscaping, water softener. I think those would be like the main things I would do first. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you made it this far with me, I appreciate you. Don't forget to leave me a little comment, subscribe to my channel. If you want to contact me, my website's theforkenbrockgroup.com, and you can connect with me on Instagram. And in the description of this video, I have all of my contact information and social links. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.